Hello, watchers. Welcome to the Dr. Dark and Gerald Show. Today we'll be
Okay, it's my turn to talk. Today we'll be reviewing SA2, or Sonic Adventure 2. Sorry about his stupidity. We will be reviewing Sonic Adventure 2, one of the more epic games out there. One of my favorites. Professor?
Yes, it's certainly one of the better 3D Sonic games, but you know.
Undoubtedly.
I personally prefer Sonic Adventure 1 more.
SA2.
SA1.
SA2.
SA1.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Okay, I know that's a good game and everything, but it is not superior over the Adventure
The
series.
storyline is superior.
Okay, fine. Whatever you say. Now let's just get on to playing this here game, shall we?
Oh, I apologize. I feel like a bully.
It's okay.
Don't worry, we'll address being a bully in our later episodes.
Yes. PSAs.
Welcome back, viewers. I hope you enjoyed those messages, even though there were none.
And we're still in the same parts, you know?
Oh. Well, I'm sorry. We will start by going through City Escape, Sonic's first level, and pretty much an introduction to the game.
Yes. But I believe my associate would first like to discuss the story a little bit.
Well, basically, Eggman is looking into Project Shadow, one of the most powerful weapons of all time, which is basically believed by some deranged fanboys to be Sonic's double, which is not even close because I don't see how they're similar other than their basic physical design.
Yes.
Their personalities are totally different, and their powers are totally different. Well, anyway, he wants to make Shadow his ultimate weapon so he can hold the world for ransom and basically take it over and create Eggman Land.
Yes. Eggman Land, a name that would never be adopted until I believe the Sonic Rush series. I know it always existed in Japan, but it never existed in America until the Sonic Rush series.
Yep, unfortunately.
Oh well. But anyway, I think we should now go over the gameplay a little bit. So here we are playing as Sonic. There are three basic types of gameplay. There's mech gameplay, treasure hunting gameplay, and speed gameplay. I really hate how they only brought back 3 of the 6 gameplay types from SA1.
And while I really hate Tails as a character, his gameplay was truly fun in SA1.
Yes, I believe we will both admit that SA1 did have the superior gameplay. I mean, let's be honest.
Yes, to be honest, it does.
And I really hate that, because everyone really knows it, they just don't want to admit it. But when I see other fans out there reviewing these SA games, they always give SA2 like an 8 or a 9 out of 10, and give SA1 a 5 or a 6 out of 10. And I
think it at least deserves an 8 or a 9.
Yes, I think they're both equal.
Yes, in different ways.
Yes. But anyway, Sonic's gameplay, he can grind on rails, as you can see here. That's a new move that was just introduced. It will be brought back in several Sonic games after this. He can jump, he can homing attack. And as you can see here, he has the bounce attack, which is a move I really liked, but it only got brought back in 2 games after this. So I'm going to have to write Sega about that.
We have to write Sega about a lot of things.
Yes.
Like the stupid crosshairs.
And he has the spin dash, which we all know and love. Classic speed shoes, gotta love them.
I mean, I love the classic homing attack. Why do they have to put crosshairs in? I feel stupid now.
Well, it's just because they changed the target age of, like, teenagers to ages 12 and up, which I really don't get how that's such a big difference, but...
Yeah.
You know.
Apparently, they hate 12-year-olds.
Yes, they think they're stupid.
Of course, we support 12-year-olds.
Yes.
But enough about that.
Yes. Anyway, we also have the classic spin dash back. We have a new move, the somersault. You can break boxes in your way.
I do so enjoy the different ads in this game,
Yes.
like for Chaos movies.
Yes.
Just think how amazing that would be if they actually made them.
And a fun fact of the day is that the ad for Chow in Space, they actually had Chow in Space 2, they actually had a Chow in Space 1 in Sonic Adventure 1.
Interesting.
In the area where you get into the casino. As a matter of fact, Knuckles has to climb on it, but anyway.
Probably one of our minor pet peeves of this game is because take a close look at Sonic's shoes.
Yes.
Do those look like Sonic's shoes?
I know. They changed them to an actual brand of shoes known as Soap Shoes, which is ironic, because that company went under shortly after this game was released.
Because the shoes were terrible.
Yes. Because that these shoes are made for grinding on rails, and they wanted to implement grinding to the fullest extent. And I personally hate them. I don't get why so many fans out there love them. I think they're hideous.
Exactly.
But anyway, another move that was brought back from SA1 was the light speed attack. It's really useless, but it's a fun little addition.
Yeah.
Anyway, shall we continue this level, or shall we move on to the next character?
Well, I say we move on to the next character.
Indeed.
Knuckles the Echidna.
Yes.
Now we will go over Knuckles. I apologize
I'm
for
back.
interrupting.
I've been away for a while.
Shut
I'm
up,
back
I
to
hate
kick
this
some
song.
Wild Canyon. I'm gonna get those fools.
Rap music. Well, anyway, in Knuckles and Ruda's gameplay, it's a bit different. You're a lot slower, but you can fly, attach yourself to walls, and climb up them.
It's basically the same as he was in SA1, just less fun.
Yeah. They really put the emeralds in a stupid positions in this
Yes,
game.
and how in SA1 you could track the emeralds from farther differences and you could track them all at once. Here you can only track them when you're within feet of them, and you can only track one at a time.
But one really fun thing about both is that you can punch the...
Living garbage.
Yes, that's an appropriate word.
Yes. But something I did find kind of cool about it was how they added the feature where you could dig in walls.
Yes, that was an incredibly fun feature.
Yeah. But I don't get why they removed the spin dash from his moveset, because they had it in SA1.
Yes, it was beautiful.
Yeah, but they removed it here, which I don't really get why.
Oh, there's a Chaos Emerald. And look, that was... Oh, I apologize. And then, I just found the third one, without any help, because it's just stupid like that. The radar is just screwed up. Well, am I forgetting anything, Professor? Wow, I just found another one. This is the best stage I think I've ever played.
You know, I know this is probably going to waste our time. You should probably explain the sunglasses. I hate them too, trust me.
Oh, the sunglasses?
Yes. I think they were useless, but I don't know.
What were they for again? I haven't played this.
They were where if you put them on, you can see invisible things.
How useless.
I know. And all it was just ring boxes and some extra animals for the Chow Garden.
Yeah. A fun fact for you. It's actually possible to get through the final level without having the air breathing thing.
Ah. Yeah, I've heard about that, but that's just so hard to do.
I have never done it with the air breathing thing, actually, because I'm awesome.
Yes.
And I'm not a wuss.
You mean you've never done it with the air breathing thing?
Exactly.
You said you've never done it without it.
Oh, I apologize.
But anyway, I forgot what I was going to say. We're pretty bad reviewers, but we're just getting started.
Yes, we will get better eventually, as we get used to this.
Yes. And we should mention the water, how only Knuckles can go in water now. And no one can go in water in any 3D Sonic game again until Sonic Colors came out.
Wow, that is like a record for me. Well, shall we do the next stages?
Yes. Onward to Dr. Eggmon. We are back. And now we're going to cover the mech gameplay, which I will admit, as opposed to the treasure hunting and speed gameplay, this is actually most improved over SA1.
Yes, it was actually more fun.
Yes. Even though now your life system is not based on rings, which I still find a little bit of an improvement, you can fly for a longer time, and you can target more things at once. And you're not timed now, which
Thank goodness.
I hated that in SA1, how on the mech stages with Gamma you were timed. That was just stupid.
Yes. And then I can't believe in Sonic 06 how they ruined Omega by trying to implement this, but failing miserably.
Yes. And to think, Omega is actually praised as being one of the good characters in 06.
Omega was an excellent character.
Yeah.
Because he beat the snot out of Mephiles with his amazing machine guns.
Yes. But in the cutscene, because of graphical errors, it looked more like fireworks.
Sadly.
Yeah. But it was funny to watch.
Yes, it was hilarious.
Yes. It was like, oh, I'm like some evil god of darkness, and I'm melting because some robot shot me with fireworks. I hate 4th of July.
Yes.
How'd you like my mean Mephiles impression?
No, it's more like this. Mephiles. Mephiles the Dark. That is more like Mephiles. Well, anyway, this is SA2.
Yes. Anyway, so as you can see, it's pretty much the same stuff. It's pretty much the same
That
stuff.
was brilliant.
Oh, come on. No, I'm only human.
And I am only awesome.
But anyway, it's basically just like SA1, except there's more platforming, and you actually have a standard health bar now.
Yes, I believe it's an improvement.
Yes. And I love how you can, well, I don't really like this. In SA1, you could fly for a longer time, but here you can barely do it for whatever. You can fly for a shorter time than
I
you
loved
can in
flying in the space stages, though.
Yes,
Those were incredibly
because-
fun. You could
because-
actually fly up.
Yes, because you didn't have gravity.
Yeah. Although most of the stages were quite terrible, the one where you could fly was amazing.
Yes.
And Crazy Gadget wasn't too bad either.
Yeah. Everyone complains about Crazy Gadget. It was hard my first time through it, but after I got the hang of it, I never really got stuck on it again.
Yeah. What I like about the space stages is no matter how many times you play them, they'll always be a pretty good challenge.
Yes.
Unless you're some crazy person.
No, Mad Space. That stage will never be fun.
I hate Mad Space.
Yes. And Meteor Herd. Both those stages will never be fun.
Yeah.
Well, Meteor Herd is a bit easier, but
Yeah.
still. I know the treasure hunting stages, I still consider them fun. After the first two levels, then you'll get tired of them.
Yes. Then they get incredibly difficult.
Yes.
And then the final treasure stages. Oh my.
Mad Space is just terrible.
I have to say, that is my least favorite one in the game.
Yes. So should we talk about some of our complaints with the game?
Yes, I think we should. Well, basically, the game, and the plethora of gameplay, was not an improvement over SA1.
Yes.
In fact, some of it was a deprovement, if that's even a word.
Well, in my opinion, like, when Sega decided to put the green light on SA1, they had the massive burden of creating a game to surpass the classics, which I think they pretty much succeeded with. That's just my opinion, though.
Yes,
but then
that's my opinion.
when they greenlighted SA2, they had an even more massive burden to surpass the classics and SA1, and I think the pressure has got to them, and
They cracked.
yeah, and they could only create a mediocre gameplay experience and pretty much had a story-driven game.
Although the story really pulled off.
Yes, I will admit the story is superior to SA1's.
And these have fantastic cutscenes.
Yes.
For their time.
Yeah, pretty good Dreamcast graphics.
Yeah, and then they were even better on Sonic Battle. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Yes, but they barely changed anything on
Yeah.
the GameCube port. How with SA1's GameCube port, they changed everything. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Because we will actually be reviewing SA1 via the Dreamcast.
It's via.
Whatever, I've heard it said via. I'm trying to sound smart.
And now
Yes.
we will go over one of the boss battles with Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah.